right, bro, check this out. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Just checking.
Check,
we didn't do
check.
this before. It sounds good to me.
I think it's.
Wait, let me hear. Check, 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 check. Yeah, it's not
good.
Yeah, it's doing.
I don't. I watch it didn't pick me up at all. So
We
we're
probably
just
have to
laughing
redo
right
that, don't we? All right, no,
we're in
damn
it.
We are Writer's Block.
Welcome,
What's up?
welcome to the block.
That's why we're unprofessional, because we're
Professional.
writers. We're writers.
Writers. Yeah.
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 2 writers just writing fantasy and sci-fi and stuff, and then talking about just stuff that we love.
We love it.
You know, because if we're writing sci-fi and fantasy, it's because we read or we like watched it at some point and we loved it. So
Or we assumed we read it.
Yep.
That's.
I found a super comfortable stance, and it's sitting on my foot like this. I'm sitting on my leg, and oh man, it feels great.
I tried.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
But if I don't, look how bad I slouch. Look, I'm just like, and
back-
plus I shrink, so I look.
Get back on the foot.
It's a compensation. It's a short man's compensation.
Get on the good foot. A strong man's compensation.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm not 5'5".
They don't know
I'm
that.
Way bigger.
You
than
just told them something
that was a lie. That was
He's not. He said he's not.
That was a metaphor.
A metaphor.
Sorry, don't worry. I promise I know what a metaphor is. Okay. Today is May the 4th. So we're not releasing this on May the 4th because it's not May the 4th right now. But we're doing this on May the 4th, and we're doing Star Wars Day.
And if you didn't know, it's May the 4th. Hold on, I'm getting in my Jedi.
Let's do it. I love it. And you've kind of got the Princess Leia ear thing.
I don't. You know what? She should have been a Jedi too. Everyone should have.
She kind of should have. I don't mind that.
I wouldn't have been mad.
She kind of was canonically.
I guess you're right. Actually, she was a Jedi and she didn't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna pace this really fast because we're used to just having fun for a long time. But this is gonna be these are gonna be quick little nuggets. Star Wars nuggets for you. Here's our first topic of discussion. Please post comments. Please, we love being in the comments. I love responding. They even have a voice, like texty thing that they're doing on YouTube now. I love. No one else does it. I love it.
Sam will respond to you in his voice, and you'll know, even if it's written, you'll know who it is. Sam's going to let you know that he appreciates you, and I'm gonna say dope sauce.
Dope sauce. All right, this is a pretty good one. We got a bunch of these, but fix or improve the original trilogy, if possible, movie by movie. This is gonna be quick. What would you change or not change? So why don't we start with the first ever Star Wars, which is the 4th.
Number 4, yeah.
Yep.
May the 4th, number 4.
May the 4th, number 4. Here we go. So what do you do to make that better? Is it possible? And if it's nothing that jumps out to you, we're going to skip past it. If it's too dang close to perfect, then that's fine.
I think there's plenty of small things to do, but I think if we're talking about big broadswords to the whole thing, just big old cuts or edits, I think what are you going to change about it? I mean, and you have to think about, I think it's important to think about timing of when it was made.
Correct. Yeah, we can't just be the special effects.
At first, they used to have this guy. They didn't even have what's his name?
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Say
man, my brain's not working. They didn't have the big green blobby thing. Man, I'm gonna get roasted for this. But listen, I had a lot going on. I just got
Jabba. Oh, I saw this.
They didn't have Jabba, and I remember as a kid that it used to be this. It's like a gentleman. It's a big flubby guy.
It's a cutscene. It's just like a hairy dude.
It's a hairy dude. He's got a big a vest on. Everybody wore vests back then. What did you do? Jump ship? And he was just walking around and being like, "Tell Jabba." And now they had to redo it and had him revoice it when the prequel trilogy came out, to where he was talking, and they re-released it.
Yeah,
and then they
kept CGI.
They CGI'd it, and then he had stepped on his tail and went over it because they thought it was funny if he went, "Oh!" And I'm like, "Listen,
dude,
guy,
what is happening?
He's a dangerous man."
Do y'all know what we're talking about? Yeah. So
if you're older like us,
they released some of the footage, and there was a cutscene with Biggs, the dude with an awesome mustache, who he had a big influence on me, even though he definitely dies. He explodes. He goes fast though. It's fine. Even though he's Luke's best friend, and Luke doesn't care at all. He
gets over it.
Maybe that's it. Luke does not give a crap about poor Biggs. They grew up together. Remember Bag and Womp Rats?
I was gonna say
T16?
Yeah. And they were like, yeah, and they never show you any of that, because in that day they just say, "We told you moving forward now they go into like a flashback of it happening.
Yeah.
And like show like 10 minutes of them growing up, and you go, oh, that was pretty cool.
And then Biggs would explode.
You're like, oh, yeah, man, right in the middle of it. We're gonna be friends for
I found a thing. The fact that they were just shooting womp rats, they're the heroes. How can they just be killing womp rats like that?
Here's my thought.
I think it's wrong.
What if it was
I don't care.
That's why I'm
freaking womp rats.
There's no shot that you care about.
Freaking blow those jokers up.
But I'll give you this. If you did, what if they were doing it for food? Did you see where Luke came up?
He was like, yeah, just bagging womp rats.
He just hated it.
You
got him. 58 to 73. You lose again. We can't hunt for another 12 days.
But in all seriousness, there's not a lot to fix. So
No.
that book, they study this. Like, they teach this when they're teaching Hero's Journey. It's the classic Hero's Journey. It's like, let's take the farm boy, literally just make him a farm boy. Mm-hmm. Like, let's just follow basic story structure. George Lucas is known to be like not amazing at dialogue. Okay, I think we can all agree on that. George Lucas, we love you. You're the man. I wish you wouldn't have sold Star Wars. It turns out, like, you're the man.
He cried about it when he sold it.
Yeah,
like,
I know. He knew it was wrong, dude. He knew it was wrong.
Listen, when you know something's wrong, don't do it.
Life advice. He's so right. I wanted him to sell it at the time because I wanted more Star Wars, but he was right and I was wrong.
Yeah. Well.
So he's not the best at dialogue, but he nailed that arc because he just stuck to the basics, but he made it a space fantasy, which is the coolest thing. So, like, I don't know, pretty rock solid.
Rock solid.
I would say one thing though.
Ooh, do it.
It's minutia, but
let's get it.
When he cuts the arm off, it's bloody. Wouldn't be that bloody.
Doesn't make any sense. Yeah,
it
you're
wouldn't
right.
be bloody.
No, because I mean, one, a good job on everything going forward on being like lightsabers don't cause blood because how could they? They could never.
They cauterize it.
We've
talked about this.
We did. Let's not. Let's just say agreed.
Anything you can think of? Anything?
I don't think there's anything because even Han shooting first and people debating it, I think is a healthy place to be as a story element. You know, you don't make it so that everyone goes like, we know what happens. You say, but what did you see? And they say, I set up differently. And you're like, but what's the character like? What do you think? And they go, well, he probably shot first, but if he didn't, he shot second quickly and accurately. And you're like, both of those could be true. Now, in my mind, Han shot first. Yeah. But
it's not even up for debate.
I don't think it's up for debate. But I think it's fine for people to debate it. I think that's a healthy thing for a story.
That makes them way cooler.
Yeah.
Empire, I think, is even easier. I think it's darn close to a perfect movie.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me go back to the first one.
Do it.
I would have Obi-Wan not magically disappear after being killed.
You think his body should still be there?
I just think there's no explanation as to why. I never see it anywhere else. So either that needs to not happen or it needs to happen another place.
I think it needs to happen in another place.
Like Qui-Gon.
I think the problem is that he, like other like legit Jedis who get that far, should kind of disappear. But
like Yoda disappeared, didn't he?
Yoda disappeared just because he got old. He was like,
but that's the thing, yeah. I'm like,
forever sleep.
For 900 years, you've become
forever sleep. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling things. It's a puppet, bro. No, don't go, Yoda.
What are you doing to Kermit with ears?
What am I going to do without you? Dude, so,
but yeah, okay. I mean, look, I don't hate it. I just mean, I wish there was another showing of it happening in battle.
What's the fix? Because Qui-Gon, I feel like, needs to die the way he died.
He could have faded away after.
Yeah.
He could have died.
He needs to die in his arms.
Faded away.
Yeah, because Obi-Wan didn't die slow. Like, this man just got cut in half.
And he knew. Look, like, that's the difference.
He was like, go for it, bro.
He holds his sword up like this after giving Darth Vader a little bit of the lemons with his sword that, like, lightsaber that was, like, sparking and wasn't working completely.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because every single person uses that lightsaber and Luke uses it after and it doesn't do that ever again. And I am not saying Luke is, like, a mechanical genius because he uses...
he was working on the Skyhopper, on the T-16.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, hey, Obi-Wan, give me that.
Yeah, you got a force
capacitor screw right here. You got to tighten this
screw.
Did you
ever think about getting the sand out of here?
He's like, I built it with my soul.
He goes, I don't understand that. I'm an engineer. Have you ever killed womp rats?
Yeah. What is it? Moisture evaporators. I worked on the moisture evaporators for years. Give me that. I like that Luke is kind of whiny.
No, I actually
like it. Fits the hero's journey better. Yeah. That he's a whiny little guy.
Can't be cool. Yeah. He can't be cool. He can't,
everyone can't be cool. Oh, say it.
Yep. Is that every time that people, and we are probably, we do this in our first, second, and for me, third, fourth, and fifth draft. Eventually I get to it where I don't do it. But you can't just have your protagonist be Han Solo. He can't be the coolest guy.
Nope.
Because then, like, one, you're beholden to saying all the cool things, and that's
exhausting.
That's hot. Yeah. You know, the girl comes up and she's got to say, I love you, I know. And you're like, I can't move the plot, you jerk.
And even Han Solo he's freaking Harrison Ford. That's why he's Han Solo.
Right.
And guess what? It turns out Harrison Fords don't grow on trees, bro.
No.
Dude just has swag. He's grumpy.
Yeah.
And he legit just had crazy swag.
He's a swaggier Clint Eastwood. Like Clint Eastwood and him are grumpy people that say, get off my lawn.
Yeah.
But Harrison Ford goes, get off my lawn. And you go, but I just wanted to bring you this thing. And he goes, listen, drop it off and leave. And he goes, but I really just wanted to come and talk to you. That's why I brought it. He goes, come in. And Clint Eastwood says, I told you to get off my lawn. You know, like punk. Like there's a delineation line where Harrison Ford is cool enough to give in eventually. And when you're young and wearing all the cool clothes, you're also cool.
And the ladies like him.
Oh, like, man.
God. The ladies like him. Like,
what can you do?
And you can tell that. Like, that's in the air. Like, I'm a stupid little kid watching this thing, right? Like,
and
I love it. But you feel like, you're like, whatever that energy is, like, that's something. That's special.
You didn't know that Leia and
everyone doesn't have that.
Leia and Luke, you didn't know were siblings at first, but you were still like, Luke, you're the hero. Happen. But if you could just be, you should be with Han, because Han is.
You could be Han's wingman.
Yeah, like Han will find you another person, not Leia. Sorry, bro.
But you hit on something really good, which is like we're trying to make all of our protagonists too cool. Like imagine, so I'm going to completely switch gears very slightly, and then we're going to come right back to this.
Okay.
What's a cool way that you could nerf Rey?
Oh,
to just personality wise, to make her better.
The perfect question. I think that you said that we were going to get into this a little later, but let's touch on it now. Rey that's actually the problem with her. Well, there's lots of problems to me with Rey, but one of them is that she's too cool all the time. She's always unflappable. She's always like accepting of the situation and ready to take it on. And I'm like, why would that be? You grew up as an orphan on a sand planet and no one loves you. Nobody loves you.
That's true, because like we think about how many of us are just dealing with all kind of like, we know about mental health as a society. We know about emotional health. Yeah. We're all traumatized in some way, shape, or form. And this girl had a hard life. And so why don't you show like how that awful upbringing or lack of upbringing and having to survive as like a scavenger rat.
When she finds people that truly love her and appreciate her,
that should mean something.
Cleave to them so hard that it's almost detrimental to the story.
Yeah, and they're pushing her away. Like she doesn't have boundaries. I don't know.
To go, and she's like, "No, I'll never leave you. We're friends.
We're all never had anyone.
The universe will blow up if you don't close this door, right? I'd rather it blow up than lose you.
Yeah,
and that would make me love her.
Yeah,
because I go, I know feelings like that. You know.
But writers are doing this thing where they're. Again, like, of course she shows emotion. Like Daisy Ridley is a great actress.
She is.
Of course she shows like a lot of emotion and does a lot of different things in different scenes. She's always not like being cool. But I will say that I feel like as a writer, when I'm watching her scenes, it's like the writers were going, okay, what's the best reaction to this situation? Yeah. What is the most crowd-friendly reaction here? And I'm like, dude, they didn't do that with Luke. He is a whiny baby. He is a whiny little, spoiled little teenager. When he's looking out into those beautiful suns, he's pouting.
He's
like, my friends are gonna go kill themselves and on the rebellion. I want to go, but I have to stay for another harvest.
You know what it is? It's that Luke Skywalker is, and look, there's no diss to this, but he is 2000s emo rap. You know, like Variant, I won't let, like that's him, and
it's kind of annoying.
It's a little annoying, and it's like the music can still be fire, but like it's a little annoying. And Rey is like, for some reason, she's like Taylor Swift getting her paying back her boyfriend the whole time, like with the cool comebacks and the music everybody's like feeling at the time and whatever. And, you know, she's like, I drove my keys into the side of his pretty little souped up 4-wheel drive, and I'm like, Rey, like I want you to have those feelings.
Yeah.
But like, could you make the journey there? Like, could you not instantly be like?
There's got to be some space for journey, and you have to be willing to let them be annoying.
Yeah.
I forgot how to turn off my text. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm scared. But everyone's texting me right now.
He's popular.
Okay, I'm super popular. I'm putting on Pokemon Nights.
Here are the popular people.
Yeah,
Han Solo in order. Sam.
Yes, but Han Solo saved the universe. Sam's Pokemon Night.
Got a Pokemon Night on Tuesdays. No.
Super popular with the ladies.
You only got to be popular with one.
Yeah, I am. She thinks it's so cool. She's
really
like,
does.
She's like, Pokemon again? Do you want to like do something else? I'm like, no.
She said, that's fantastic. You're in the house. If you could tell them to bring me a rosé.
I mean, yeah, she's cool. Yeah, the kids love it too.
I know. I'm going to join.
You're going to join. You're invited. Standing invite.
Thank you.
Okay, so this kind of takes me into like a slightly different take, which was, we were going to say we were going to fix the newer movies, but instead of that, it's just a few changes to that first movie that put all three movies at a completely different trajectory.
Oh, so you want to go through the changes?
Well, I mean, if there's one thing that jumps out, and you've already hit on it, for me, I would nerf Rey into the ground.
Yeah.
I'd make, and like when dude, in those first few scenes when she's crawling through a dead Star Destroyer.
Yes.
And the Star Destroyer is like freaking upside down, sand everywhere. There's like marauders in that place, like still scary dudes in there, monsters in there, whatever. And she's just got that bow staff, and she's cool crawling down through that thing, like just surviving to just find crap to sell.
Yeah.
I want scenes of that. I want a significant portion of the movie to be that. And then here's what I would do. I'll give you the Millennium Falcon. That's it. Han and Chewie lost it. You don't know how.
Yeah.
Han's gone. Couldn't get Harrison Ford because he was like, pay me.
He said, I'd rather him be dead.
Yeah, he would.
I know.
He said that. But, maybe maybe you give that kind of like, not lip service to the fans, but maybe you bring that thing back from the originals and just like let her somehow like have to run off with the ship, and she doesn't know how to fly it and blah, blah, blah. And that's at like the midpoint. You know what I mean? After a bunch of stuff has happened, you're seeing the Empire do all this stuff. You're building the world and the time. That could just be super interesting. I just want to see where that goes.
I agree.
And I think it's better.
I think if I'm going to add into that, because I think that you're right, it would be better to keep her in that position for longer emotionally. Even if you move the story along, keep her in that I am Oliver Twist kind of situation. Yeah. I would say continuing the whole story arc, the relationships that she was building in the first movie for her. So
Finn. Finn was a dope intro.
Finn was dope.
The Stormtrooper escaping and then Kylo Ren's scene. Yeah. Like that first scene, I was like, this is good. And Kylo grabbed I'll even give you a little bit of a boost to the Force where he grabs the bolt. And or stops the bolt, freezes it.
If they didn't keep taking credence, and that was the one thing they did, I would have said, what a cool extra thing to say, because the fact that they're tracking bolts from thousands of people anyway, some of them that are really good, and blocking all of them and reflecting all of them,
it makes sense.
Doesn't make me say they can't block one or freeze it in
or
the
freeze
air.
One. I don't know functionally why you would do that.
I don't know.
But
sometimes
cool,
you got to aura farm. Sometimes you got to let people know. Like, I'm not
that when he turns around.
Yeah. You know what though? If I was doing it, I think I'd have him. Just to show how strong he is, I would have him not look like it was difficult, because
maybe he doesn't lift his hand, or maybe he flicks it into someone else or something.
I think like if he could just turn around like this without like shaking, but just go like, and then go flick it around and hits him in the shoulder, like
scary,
casual, and that doesn't mean
because he's trying to capture the guy instead of kill him, so he just flicks it into his shoulder,
and then that's not stronger than anybody else. But I think the biggest thing that I changed in number one is just. In the trilogy
of the newest trilogy,
is keeping the relationships growing on the path that they started in the first one.
Yeah,
because although the first one's just a retelling with a bunch of extras of episode 4, right? I think that's not bad after so many years in real life, and then story wise, I think that sometimes you just got to recapture the lightning and the bolt in the jar.
Yeah,
and I'm not mad at that.
Well, why not make it a 3-story arc? Where they blow up the new Death Star, and make it not a Death Star, make it something else, anything else, like a ship, a couple ships, or an armada that they put together that's unstoppable. Which, by the way, is what they did in Legends with Thrawn. Thrawn is like building the forces, and so I caught him. Don't worry, got to fly. So and honestly, I liked Poe Dameron too. Like I was like, okay, that you got the super cool pilot. Yes. He's kind of Han Solo-esque. Like he pulled that vibe off.
He did.
Except he was Wedge Antilles, so like he's their best pilot.
That's the cool thing about it.
And he's that good, and that's cool to watch because now his skill's off the charts. Rey's empathy is off the charts.
Yeah.
And Finn,
his relatability. He is the person.
He's relatable.
That's the problem. Is that he's the person. He is. In
at
functionality.
First, we're only talking about the first of the 3 movies. We're not talking about what everything else does. Like we're going all the way back, and if you mess around with these variables, I think it really changes everything. But what were you saying about that?
He is the Han Solo perspective, because Han Solo gives you fancy magic mumbo jumbo in space. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
And Finn is, I'm a robot. I used to be a robot. I mean, he's not a robot.
And I'm trying to find my individuality. And
right.
the second he pulls off his helmet and he doesn't look like just, what you would expect as far as
it's like a clone or anything.
He doesn't look like a clone. It's like, okay, he's not a clone. Like he's, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
and you're like, oh, they're just taking people.
You can dig into that because, and they do that a little bit in like Andor. It's just like they're recruiting they're forcing to get forced into service, like from his planet.
And he said that too in the movie. I was like, this is a good story that you got to follow. Honestly, it really should have been, and you should have thrown away the need for. So you got Wedge and fan service. You throw away Han Solo because you don't need it. You have the Wedge character be the Han Solo in his personal fighter.
Correct.
So he's going on crazy missions alone.
Well, you've got all the elements in the new cast.
Yes.
And it's been too long to just like have to make everything based on the old cast. And I understand that sells tickets. But now we're all sitting here and we're like, yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
I think everybody,
we all felt like it during it too. Like, honestly, it's not that you sell more tickets by redoing it. It's you take the elements and you tell it differently. So there's no need for the story to be different. You just need to say, hey, character A was like character 1. Yes. But now character A is going to be more similar to character B. Like, honestly, without saying, oh, she should have been like the lady, but I think that Leia would have been an awesome protagonist. And if Rey was like Leia mentally and how she moved, eventually, like that's how she grew into. What a cool story talking about this person that just is walking through and she decided to become something through her trauma, and she's gonna do it. Like Leia got her planet destroyed. Rey was alone all the time, And then Wedge is Poe, and then
Wedge / Han Solo is Poe.
Yeah, Wedge / Han Solo is Poe, and then Finn. You can do anything you want with him. You don't have to make him Luke.
He was such a good character, dude.
Yeah, I really think you should have made him You should have made him the heart like Obi-Wan, but you should have made his personality like a young Anakin, because then he can turn into a person that goes through this redemption up and down thing.
Yeah. And he's going to struggle because he killed people, dude.
Lots of people.
They made him do it. And was it because he was ordered? Did he have a choice? Does he? You could play with all these interesting themes. And here's the other thing too, like every cast, you're just trying to put together ingredients. Like you're making a dish. You're trying to put together ingredients that just tell a very interesting story together.
Yep.
And you had 3 really good ones. And I'll even give you one callback. So who I would include is Mark Hamill. Of course, I could say that in hindsight because, I wouldn't choose Harrison Ford because God bless him. Poor guy. He's already done his time. He doesn't want to be there.
He wants out.
Carrie Fisher, of course, passed away. Mm-hmm. But I would have chosen Mark Hamill because, again, in Legends, he has a very interesting arc. He's like, and so you can loop him in some way, shape, or form. And maybe he ends up playing an actual role, kind of like the Ben Kenobi type role at the end, sort of like he did.
That's the thing.
But there was too much going on to where they didn't even... And they didn't know where they were going. So they had no way to actually work in an arc for him that made good sense. And then again, I'm not going to get into all this. This is all over YouTube, but I totally agree. Like his character, the things that he did make no sense when it comes to his character.
Yeah.
All right, bro, check this out.